Hey guys, it is week 4 of October. That means we are making our review video today, and the next time you come to class it's going to be test day, so there won't be another video this week. Today I'm going to show you and explain my expectations for test day, but before we get going I want you to get your body warmed up. So do some jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, front-ups where you swing your back leg up, keeping a nice good ready stance, 10 on each side, and then finish up with 30 seconds of mountain climbers or a plank or jogging with high knees, something to really get your heart rate up and going so you're warmed up and ready to move. Ready, set, go. All right, so here's what we're going to start off with today. The first thing we're going to do in testing is the 1, 2, 3, 4 drill. That means you start in your right side back. Number 1 is your forward foot, doing a front kick, all 4 parts, chamber, kick, retract, back to balance. Number 2 is your forward hand, palm strike. Number 3 is your reverse palm, and then number 4 is your pivot or back leg front kick. All right, now the biggest challenge and my expectation for test day is going to be that you stay in that ready stance. You keep strong feet. No matter which kick you do, you always set your foot back down in the same place you picked it up from. When you do your palm strikes, you go straight out and come straight back to your ready stance, right? What I really want you to avoid is doing like 1 and then setting it back down behind you. Well, now, front foot is supposed to be 1, and if you do your front kick and then swing it back even side by side or set it behind you, well, now your feet are switched. And that's going to be really confusing when you see everyone else around you using the other side, right? Same thing with 4. Don't do your front kick and then set it down in front of you. Well, now your feet are switched again, right? So really focus on setting your feet back in the proper position, right? If you're on an X, your front foot stays on your X. You always set it on your X. That back foot always sits back behind into that ready stance. When you do your palm strikes, avoid going like this. 2, 3, right? You don't want to let those hands drop. You want to keep them up, good ready position. 2, straight out, straight back. 3, straight out, straight back. Even if it's a combination of numbers like a 2, 4, right? I'm not looking for speed. When I call out the numbers, I might go 2, 3, 1. Well, that doesn't mean you have to do 2, 3, 1 in that speed. No, take your time. 2, 3, 1. To show those moves nice and clear. You don't have to do them at the speed that I say the numbers, okay? So take the time to think about your good ready stance, and when you're given numbers, right, so parents or whatever helpers are helping you, when they give you more than one number, think about it first, and then go with a nice, steady, clear display of each strike. It's not about getting them done as fast as you can so you're not the last one doing it, right? If anything, I'd rather you think about it, take your time, and be the last student doing it, because then I will clearly see that you thought about it and you did it correctly, okay? And if you do start moving fast and realize, oh, I did it wrong. 2, 3, 4. Right? I will wait for you to finish if I can see that you're thinking and trying to figure it out. Okay? So, good ready stance, pausing and thinking, right? Self-control. Think before I speak or do something. You should be speaking the numbers and doing the moves. So think before you do it. All right? Always keeping that ready stance in the 1, 2, 3, 4. So take some time to practice that with your helper, calling out different numbers. Helpers, really let them know what their stance is looking like. If you guys don't have a mirror for them to stand in front of, you could even take a video of them doing the drill so they can see if they're holding a good ready stance. Take a little video clip as you're calling out numbers, and then watch it together and have them say, oh, look, I dropped my hands there. Oh, I didn't put my feet back in the right position. And that can really drive home knowing what you need to work on. All right, so working on that 1, 2, 3, 4 drill. Ready, set, go. Okay, guys, next up is practicing our crescent kicks. We've got the inside crescent kick, we've got the outside crescent kick, and then we've got the spinning outside crescent kick. All right, so just like any other time, just like when we were doing our 1, 2, 3, 4, anytime we're kicking, it's important that you keep a good ready stance. Keep those hands up. So here's what I want you guys to practice. First, I want you guys to practice 10 inside crescent kicks, right? Just the inside crescent kick, right? This is self-control. I don't want you just going, wah, 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 right? And just swinging your legs around, thinking about what you're doing. I want 10 inside crescent kicks, just inside, on each side, inside, and reset. Clearly, just the inside crescent kick 10 times on each side. Ready, set, go. All right, now switch it to the outside crescent kick. Again, we're not swinging over and then swinging back. We're not doing that yet. I want to see just outside crescent kicks, okay? Outside crescent kick, keeping those hands up in good ready position. Do 10 on that side and 10 on the other side. Keeping those toes pointed to the top, pointed straight up at the ceiling. We want to avoid this. You don't want to hit with the back of your heel. That's called a hook kick, something different, right? Toes are pointed straight up at the ceiling as you swing your leg across to the outside. So 10 outside, just outside crescent kicks on each side. Ready, set, go. All right, now that you have shown us or practiced just inside, just outside, now you can do 5 inside, outside crescent kicks, 5 on each side. Try to challenge yourself if you can to not set your foot down, okay? Now, if balance is an issue, if you find yourself falling over, then it is certainly okay to set your foot down, get your balance, and then swing back with the outside crescent kick. But if you can go inside, outside, without setting your foot down, that's really awesome. So if you want to challenge yourself to be able to do five of those without setting your foot down between the inside outside, that's fine. But always finish it and bring it back around and set it down. That's 1. Okay? Same thing on the other side. Inside, outside, set it down. That's 1. So do 5 pairs of inside, outside crescent kick on each side. Ready, set, go. All right, now, last thing we're going to go over is that spinning outside crescent kick. If you need to review really quick just to get an idea of how that's going to feel, you can cross your foot way over like this, turn a little bit, and then come around. All right? So now, when you do your spin, keeping your foot in one place, but let your feet pivot. Now you're right here, and swing it around to come through. Okay? If you're really getting the hang of it, and you want to challenge yourself by trying the other side, turning the other way, and swinging your other foot around, that's totally great. But the thing with this kick is do the side that you feel the most confident with. Remember, turning towards your back leg, keeping your feet in one spot, but let them pivot all the way around so that your toes are facing this way to the side, and then let that back leg swing around for that finishing outside crescent kick. Practice that as many times as you want. If you're able to start speeding it up a little and swinging through, that's okay. The ultimate speed goal is this. Boom. Right? And that's tough to get to. It's a pretty advanced kick, so keep it slow if you can. Right? I don't want people just spinning and flailing around because they want to do it fast. You always master it at the slower pace before you start picking it up, okay? So, practice that spinning outside crescent kick about 10 times. Ready, set, go. All right, guys, last thing we're going to go over today is our combination. The combination we're doing this month involves palm strikes, bob and weave, slipping, okay? And this is going to be a fun boxing combination, putting together some of the stuff we did earlier in the month into one longer combination. I think you guys are going to like it. You're going to do well. When I'm naming the palm strikes, instead of saying palm, reverse, palm over and over again, I'm going to use the numbers that we did in our 1, 2, 3, 4 drill. So 2 is your forward hand, 3 is your reverse hand, right? So it's 2, 3. All right? So here is the combination with your right side back. So it's like I'm in the mirror for you, okay? You do the same side I do. So it starts with 2, 3, then you're going to slip to your right. Remember when you slip, keep those hands up, all right? So again, 2, 3, slip, and come right back. All right? Now you're going to follow up that slip with a 3. Okay? We did that combination a couple weeks ago. So it's 2, 3, slip, 3. Right? Remember that slipping is like you're springing back, you've got this reverse palm ready to spring forward. You can push off that back foot. All right? So again, 2, 3, slip, 3. Next up is going to be a bob and weave to your right. Bob and weave and come up. Okay? So it is 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave to your right. Good. Reset. Again, we've got 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave to your right. Now, when you come up from your bob and weave, backwards palms, you're going to go 3, 2. Now, remember, when you bob and weave, you're starting out with your target right out in front. You bob and weave, and now your target is still in the same spot, and you're hitting off at an angle now, okay? So, from the top, this is the whole thing. 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2, right? So just like how that slip was gearing up that number 3 palm strike, same thing with the bob and weave, boom, and it blasts out as you're coming out of that bob and weave. So again, 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2. All right, let's do it again. 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2. All right, one more time, nice and slow. 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2. All right, so parents, if you guys have mitts, here's how you're going to feed for the combination, right? So if I'll be mirroring you, right? So they're gonna go, I gotta think about this. 2, so remember to hit across for those mitts, right? So 2, 3, reach out, so they slip to the right. So it should be your right hand that's coming out, right? So 2, 3, stick it out for a slip. You want them to lean towards the back of your arm, and then coming back for a 3, and then use that same right arm. Sorry. Oh gosh, I'm getting myself confused. If they're bob and weaving to the right, that is your right arm that's swinging over, and then they come back with 3, 2. Okay? All right, so the combination for the kids is 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2. All right? And on test day, we'll get the mitts out. We'll try and pick up the pace as good as we can, where they're moving and they go 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2. All right? So just practice that combination over and over. Once they start getting comfortable, have them move around a little bit, and then you can flash the mitts. They stop, and you go 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2. Right? And then practice moving around again, and flash those mitts. 2, 3, slip, 3, bob and weave, 3, 2. Right? If they end up switching their feet a little bit with that bob and weave, that's fine. Sometimes that comes out. All right, so that's our testing combination. Go ahead and give it some practice. Ready, set, go. All right, so we will be testing on self-control this week. All right, parents, I am counting on you to let me know if you feel like your child has or has not been practicing self-control at home or at school. Because if they have not been practicing self-control as we've been learning about it, it's okay for you to say, you know what, my kid is not doing it, and I don't think they're ready to test in self-control. We can have that conversation. I have done that with students before, okay? So students, make sure that you are practicing all 5 of these things and more at home, okay? Being respectful to your parents by not talking back, not complaining, keeping your hands and body to yourself, being respectful of others with the way that you use your body and interact with other people. Thinking before you speak or do something, not grabbing at things, okay? So, and you got to have that Bible verse memorized, Okay? Whoever has no rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down without walls. Proverbs 25:28. So remember, when you are practicing self-control and trying, right? You're not going to get it perfect 100% of the time. Even grown-ups don't get 100% perfect self-control. But when you're trying, that's what's going to help your life not feel so crazy and overwhelmed and like you're always getting in trouble and people are angry at you, right? Things get crazy, chaotic, and confusing. When you are out of control, that means that's like a city broken down without walls, right? And things are just kind of, they're so hard to get by. But when you are practicing that self-control, practicing those ways to show self-control, things will go much better for you, I promise. All right, see you test day.